Here are 4 people that you should not marry. 4 people that you should not marry. I am Tony Bigila, and today I want to talk to you about 4 people that you should not marry. Number 1, don't marry a man or a woman who has not yet discovered his or her purpose. If a man has not found out what his purpose is on the face of this earth, you have no business marrying him. If a woman doesn't know her purpose such that she could tell whether she can align her purpose with yours, you shouldn't marry her. Purpose is so fundamental to our existence. Purpose is the reason for our creation. God brought us here as individuals, male and female, man and woman, so that we can fulfill a definite purpose for which He has brought us here. Purpose is the reason for existence. Purpose is the activity that you have been created to fulfill while on earth, to carry out while on earth. Purpose is that which you have been designed to fulfill in time. And this is time. We are living in time right now. So if you want to marry a man, if you want to marry a woman, you must confirm, affirm, ascertain, be certain, be sure that that man knows his purpose, that that woman knows her purpose. Because if you do not know the purpose of someone you want to marry, how can you know whether you will fit into that purpose? If you don't know a man's purpose, how will you know whether while you are in time, you will fit into that man's life? Because a man's life has his foundation in his purpose. A woman's life has her foundation in her purpose. So if you don't know the purpose for which a woman has been created by God, how can you tell that she can fit into your life to help you discover or to help you prosecute life and therefore prosecute destiny? So number 1 person that you should not marry is that man, is that woman who does not know, who has not ascertained, who has not discovered his or her purpose. So don't marry a man that has no purpose. Don't marry a woman that cannot tell you her purpose. Number 2 person that you should not marry, and this is very important, don't marry someone who is always critical. Don't marry someone who is critical of everything. In fact, don't marry someone whom maybe you are looking at whether it is possible for you to be together. Maybe you are in a relationship, you are dating, or you are in courtship, or whatever. It has not yet led to marriage. And you discover that the person is critical of everything. In fact, it's not just everything. He criticizes you over everything. Criticizes your response, criticizes this, criticizes that. Anybody who is critical of life, who criticizes everybody, anything that moves is not the way it should be. He is the only person who knows what is right, who is always on point on any matter on earth. If you meet a critical person, you have no business in that person's life, because it's a matter of time. By the time 2 of you come together as husband and wife, if he is your husband, you would be full, your life will be full of baptism of criticism. Criticize how you talk, criticize how you smile, criticize how you walk, criticize how you move, criticize your friends, criticize your mother, criticize your father, criticize your brother, criticize your sister, your uncle, criticize your church, criticize your pastor, criticize your neighbor, criticize the governor of your state. Everybody is not correct. He's the only person who is right. Don't marry someone full of criticism. And that goes for a woman. The same thing for the man. If you have a woman who is critical of you, who criticizes everything about you and around you, you are going to have a problem with that person. Don't marry anyone full of criticism. He's in church and they are preaching, and everything the pastor is saying, he is finding fault and thinking, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. You shouldn't have said it this way, you should have said it that way. And as you are leaving church, as you are going home together, he's criticizing everything that was done in church. The choir didn't sing very well. The solo person missed it. The drummer didn't play it very well. This one was not correct. Even the announcer didn't announce very well. The lighting is not right. Everything, his life is just full of criticism. You do not need that kind of person in your life. So in case you have somebody that you are relating with and you can see strong evidences of criticism all around, all the time, you have no business with that person. When you come into that person's life, you will end up living in regrets, because nothing you do will be right. Nothing you do will be correct. Everything you do for the rest of your life will be full of criticism. The way you raise the children, the way you serve the food, the way you make the bed, the way you bring in visitors, the way you talk to people, how you hold your phone, the dress you wear, everything will be criticized. And at the end, your life will be in a mess. So number 2 person not to marry is that man, is that woman who is full of criticism. Number 3rd person you should never marry is the person who is unthankful, never grateful, never thankful. No matter what you do, how you do it, he does not know, she does not know how to say thank you. Never appreciative of anything. No matter what you get the person, no matter what you buy, he despises and she looks down on anything you do for him or for her. An unthankful person, an ungrateful person is not the kind of person you want to spend the rest of your life with. Part of the reason why I decided to, marry my wife was that part of the thirst, part of the things I was watching out for was that even if I bought a 5 naira biscuit as at that time for her, and I've not even said anything to her at that time. We're just friends. But I bring something small, no matter how it is, the level of thankfulness, the level of appreciation, it was amazing. I didn't show her that I was interested in her so that you would think that maybe she was pretending. No. It was just that was her person, thankful, appreciative of what the other person has done. Unthankful people, ungrateful people are very difficult to impress. They are very difficult to please. You can never please them. Nothing to thank you for, nothing to appreciate you for. If you like, go and kill yourself over them. They will still tell you, so what have you done now? Is this what your mate are doing? It can be very terrible to live with somebody who is unthankful, who is ungrateful. So the moment you come in contact with an unthankful person, an ungrateful person, even when somebody does something to him and he tells you about it and you are listening to him as a lady, you can see the way a manner, and he just sent me, I said I was looking for 500,000 naira, he's just sending me 400,000 naira. Would that be enough? I'm looking for 500, he's sending me 400. And you can see ungratefulness. 400,000 naira you are never going to pay back. He's not going to charge you any interest on it. And you are not able to thank because you feel that the whole world should bow down to you. Be thankful. Learn to make up your mind that the person you are going to be with for the rest of your life will be somebody who knows how to be thankful, how to be grateful, how to be appreciative of what others have done. Number 4 person that you should not marry, and also take note of this because sometimes some of you overlook these things in dating period, the courtship period, and you think to yourself that well we will manage it. Some of these things can be very critical. They can mar your marriage if you are not careful. Don't marry someone who is always angry. Always angry. Who has real, strong, excessive anger issues. Anger issues. And the person can be a male, the person can be a female. It doesn't matter. Anger issues. Anger issues. When the person gets angry like this, you almost want to run. When the person gets angry like this, there is almost nothing he or she cannot do. I mean, the person can threaten with knife when she's angry. I once knew a young man who was telling me about his fiancée then, that when the lady is angry like this, as at that time they were in courtship, when the lady is angry like this, oh, the home appliances in his flat will suffer. Because with that burst of anger, she can break the television, spoil the video, break the mirror, destroy the bulbs in the house, turn over the chairs, turn over the table, just excessive anger. And he was seeking my advice to say, what do I think? I said, you can't marry this lady. You can't marry this lady. But I think that he still went ahead, and evidences that I can see, it's been long I had contact with him, but what I can see, it seems as if, and I'm 80% sure that they are not together anymore. Excessive anger. There are people who have strong, very strong anger issues. Sometimes some of you lady think you can deal with them. You'll be surprised that the person will never change. So the Bible says something. It said that anger dwells in the bosom of a fool. And why should you die before your time? So it is fools that die before their times. He said a fool dies before their time, and anger dwells in the bosom of the fool. So do not marry someone given to excessive, uncontrollable anger. They can move from laughing with you now. They just laugh with you. Now, then maybe you did something or you say something or something happened, and then they move from that laughter, the jovial atmosphere, the atmosphere of happiness. They move from there. Piam. And then before you know it, they have gone 100% extreme anger demonstration. Such that it can even, make your heartbeat to begin to palpitate. Make you become fearful, trembling. And then from that anger, they can come back to a place of, okay, I'm sorry. And then they give you the impression that they will change. They may never change. In fact, research has shown that most times they don't change. So whether it is a man or whether it is a woman, you cannot and you should not, I give my strong advice, marry someone given to excessive anger. So watch it, because your time on earth is very limited. At best, you will be married to your spouse for 100 years, maybe 120, it doesn't matter. But then that also is very short when you compare that to the realities of life. You must do your best to ensure that the limited life you have on earth, you enjoy it to its fullest. So avoid marrying people who will trap you and trap your destiny. If the man or the woman has no purpose, you don't have any business with that person. If the man or woman is very critical of issues and things around you, avoid that person. If the person is ever ungrateful, ever unthankful, avoid that person. And if the person is given to excessive anger, extreme anger, burst of anger, that leads to it and can begin to lead to your life being threatened, also avoid that person. Yes, it is better to stay unmarried than to have all these 4 people in your life. You will not miss your portion. It is well with you. Please, again, don't forget, like this video, subscribe to this video, and subscribe to my channel as well, and share to as many young people as possible, so that all of us together will have a society that have better marriages everywhere we turn to. It's possible. Let's make it happen. God bless you.